The specification of fully observable environment for sequentially decision problem is that. So here we are using the transition model. The transition model is of what? Markovian transition model means what? The next state depends upon the current state. By performing some action, it is going to the next state that depends upon the current state, and it is also using additive rewards. What is additive reward? Whenever the agent is moving from the initial state to the final state, so it will add, okay, what are the rewards for each and every state, and so that gives you the performance of the agent. Okay, so um, this way of representation is called Markov decision process. So in Markov decision process, we are using Markov transition model and additive rewards. Okay, so using these two, the sequential decision problem for fully observable environment is defined. Okay, so if it is defined like that, then it is called Markov decision process. Okay, so that we have discussed here. So in this Markov decision process, what is that? Here is we are giving policy. What is policy here? Whenever agent comes to one location, for example, if agent is here, okay. So what is policy will tell? Policy will tell what action agent has to do, what action the agent has to perform in that particular location. So if it is here, the agent has to perform action up. Okay, so if the agent is here, the what action the agent has to perform here is right, like that. For every location, the agent, the what action the agent has to perform is given to the agent. Okay, so that is called complete policy. So for every location, it knows what action it has to perform. Okay, so what is the optimal policy here is that the policy that gives you the maximum expected utility here. What is that here? So for example, if the policy is executed, okay, policy is what? The solution is or no? If the solution is executed from the initial state, what is the initial state here? This is the initial state. So if the solution is executed, what is that here? We are just adding the utility of each and every state the agent is visiting. Okay, that gives you the utility. Okay, so the policy which gives the maximum expected utility is the that gives you the maximum performance of the agent. Okay, agent will have maximum performance only when it takes the optimal policy. What is optimal policy? The policy which is having maximum expected utility. Okay, so that is that we are just finding the utilities of each and every state. We are adding all the utilities of each and every state the agent is visiting. Okay, here these are the states agent is visiting, so we are adding all the utilities of those states. Okay, that gives you the performance of the agent. Okay, so here this is the optimal policy of 3x3 environment, whatever we have discussed. Okay, this is the optimal policy. If agent is here, it has to take this route to reach +1. If the agent is here, it has to take this route to reach +1. If agent is here, it has to take this route to reach +1, like that. Okay, this is the optimal policy. What is optimal policy is that it will avoid entering into the -1 state. This is the risk position. So it avoids entering into the risk. Okay. So it always wants to terminate at +1 state. Okay. Don't want to terminate at -1 state. Okay. So we are finding what is the reward that the agent is receiving by taking the particular path. Okay. So if the reward is like this, then what is that? The agent will be always terminating at the one of the terminal state. It does not worry about whether it is +1 or -1. It wants to terminate any one of the terminal state which is shortest to that it will be considered. Okay. So the optimal policy for this reward is given by this figure. Okay. And the optimal policy for this reward is given by this figure here. So here the agent don't want to terminate at -1. So if the agent is taking this route, there is a risk of entering into -1. It takes the risk of entering into -1, but it don't wants to terminate at -1. Okay. So in that case, what is the reward? The reward will be in this duration. Okay. Now here the agent don't want to enter into the -1, the risk position. Okay. So that is why you see that the directions here, it is away from -1 here. Here also it is always away from -1. So it is always wants to terminate at +1. Okay. So this is the optimal policy for this reward. Okay. Similarly, what is the optimal policy for the reward greater than or equal to 0 here is the agent will be always don't want to terminate with any one of the terminal states. See here the direction. So it is don't want to terminate at any one of its terminal states. Okay. So here we can have any direction in these locations. We can have any directions. So in that case, what is the reward the agent will be receiving here is infinite, because how many environmental history will be getting here is infinite environmental history. So what is that? The agent will be receiving infinite reward in that case. Okay. So these are the optimal policies for different reward values. Okay. So what is reward? The agent will be receiving some reward whenever it is starting from the starting state and reaching the terminal state. So what is that we are doing here? We are adding all the rewards of the states the agent is visiting, that gives you the total reward. Okay. So here what is the characteristics of MDP? The characteristic of MDP is that it has to balance the risk and reward here. Okay. And the MDPs are mainly used in non-deterministic search problems. Okay. And this will not this will not come in deterministic search problem. MDPs will get only in non-deterministic search problem. That is why the MDPs are studied in different fields like AI, operation research, economics, and control theory. These are the fields where MDPs are used. Okay.